It's your boy KSTAKS the P, and welcome back to another movie review. And the movie I'm going to be discussing today is Micheal 2026. Now, this movie is Micheal starring Jafar Jackson, the actual nephew of actual Michael Jackson. And this movie follows the early life of the famous musician Michael Jackson, also known as the King of Pop. Now, I am a very big fan of Michael Jackson. If there's anybody that I could direct my inspiration for wanting to dance to, it would have to be Michael Jackson. So I just want to give that caveat before I even go further, as this is going to be a very biased in the positive way towards Michael Jackson. With that being said, this movie I feel like is an homage to all the fans and all the important moments that they were legally allowed to show on camera. I actually appreciate the end product of this movie, as it just shows why I feel like us as fans appreciate and love Michael Jackson so much. His humanitarianism, his empathy, his appreciation for the arts, it was all showcased very nicely. And as far as the real side of this, I feel like someone has a psych major. This shows the PTSD or the effects of abuse and the idea of being isolated. This is a perfect example of how it must have felt or must have been to be in the shoes of Michael Jackson. And I could only imagine the things that he had to go through on the day to day. And I like the way it showcases. In my opinion, Jafar really excels in the movie in the parts where he really becomes his uncle. And it's really crazy because watching it is like you really seeing Michael Jackson, or the closest to seeing Michael Jackson in this current time, performing and actually showcasing his talents. And with that being said, I have no issues about it. Of course, critically speaking, there's always going to be the certain things that everybody doesn't like or doesn't appreciate. Overall, for the movie to be 2 hours, it was paced very nicely. Of course, there's some parts where they drag it on, but it doesn't go nothing too crazy. The music, the score, 10 out of 10. It's Michael Jackson. You can't go wrong with that. And the cinematography and overall, like I said, the feels that you get from watching this movie, if you're a fan, even if you're a casual, you're going to leave here appreciating or loving something about Michael. So I give this movie a 3.5 out of 5. I definitely recommend it. Like I said, especially for the Michael Jackson fans. I feel like this is a nice way to just, you know, be able to appreciate him without seeing nothing of the craziness, but a nice way just to show why we love Michael Jackson, why Michael Jackson is who he is, and how he became who he is without going too deep into the story, you know? So I definitely recommend it, and I'll see you guys at the movies.